Welcome back to the channel, guys, and it is rebuild time. In case you were under a rock last night, the Detroit Lions and the LA Rams made a huge trade, trading quarterbacks and picks. The Rams sent Jared Goff with 2 first-round picks and I think it was a 3rd rounder to Detroit for Matthew Stafford. Yes, 32-year-old Matthew Stafford. That's an interesting trade. I'm interested to see how Jared Goff reacts to it. You know, he's coming into a situation in Detroit where it's pretty much a dumpster fire with the Lions. But he's got some weapons. So today, what we're going to do is we're going to help Jared Goff and the Detroit Lions win a Super Bowl. We've got 5 seasons to do it. This should be fun because with those 2 future first-round picks, we should be able to get a lot of talent in Detroit. So, as we know, Matthew Stafford is on his way out. He's headed to LA. Running back is going to be an interesting situation. They did pick up Adrian Peterson this year, but he won't be back for our team. We're going to hand the reins over to DeAndre Swift and Kerryon Johnson. Let these 2 young backs take over. I think they should be able to carry the load. I like DeAndre Swift a lot. Decent speed, great carrying. He can break tackles, and Kerryon is the same way. Wide receiver, I am a fan of Kenny Galladay's. He's still, at that age, 27. He's a playmaker. Go get the ball. Marvin Jones Jr., same thing. These guys, man, they're going to be making big plays for us. We're probably looking for a new slot guy because Danny Amendola is going to be 36. And he's going to probably regress, and he's getting slower. I'd rather have somebody in there that's pretty fast. Mohamed Sanu will probably let go. Geronimo Allison, interesting player, probably a solid backup for us. Jamal Agnew, I don't know too much about him. He's got superstar dev though. He's rocking 39, which makes me believe he was a running back at some point. 93 speed, 91 acceleration, 78 catching, 79 catching traffic. Only problem is he can't run routes. That's interesting. I wonder if he is better at running back than at wide receiver. You got Quintez Cephas from Wisconsin, 6'1", 208, normal dev, 88 speed, 82 catching. Route running is trash though. Tight end, I like the tight ends on this squad. TJ Hawkinson, 24 years of age, 84 overall. Jesse James, 27, 71 overall. These 2 tight ends, solid for us. Offensive line needs a little help. Taylor Decker, pretty solid at left tackle. 78 overall, 27 years old. Jonah Jackson from Ohio State, 71 overall. I'm gonna see what he can do. I wonder if he can grow a little bit. This is his first year in the pros, or second year in the pros. But the ratings are just scary. 69 run block, 74 pass block. If anything, that's going to be our weak spot, is that left guard position. At center, Frank Ragnow, from Arkansas in his 4th year. He's probably going to be the captain of this group. Right guard, Joe Dahl. I'll probably look to upgrade the right guard position. Not even going to front. 28, 69 overall, 71 pass block, 73 run block. We'll see. And then at right tackle, you got Tyrell Crosby, 4th year from Oregon. Defensively, they got some playmakers on defense. Romeo Okafor from Notre Dame. I like him, 77 speed. Deshaun Hand from Bama, 75 overall. So 2 pretty good pass rushers. Defensive end, you got Trey Flowers and Everson Griffin. Griffin's probably going to walk this year. We got both of the Notre Dame. We got both of the brothers. I didn't know that. Trey Flowers, 7th year out of Arkansas. D tackle, you got Danny Shelton, and then a host of other guys. I wonder if we could move Deshaun Hand to D tackle, what that would do, because he's a big body, 6'3", 297. Yeah, I like that. So Deshaun Hand and Danny Shelton at D tackle, we're good. Outside linebacker Jamie Collins, 81 overall, 32 this year. Probably going to be looking to replace him. Reggie Ragland is here. Then you've got Jelani Tavai from Hawaii. I like him a lot. I think he is a great linebacker. You know, in a sim, is he going to do? He's probably going to put up some solid numbers. Not going to even front. We'll take a look and see how he does after the first season. Then you got Gerard Davis, Christian Jones. He's going to be 31 this year, 71 overall. So we're going to be looking to upgrade definitely the linebacker position. This is going to be interesting here in the secondary. Desmond Trufant is on a 1-year deal. Justin Coleman, he is in his 7th year. Traits aren't too bad. 88 speed. I would like to see him a little faster. I don't know what his contract is looking like. He's got 2 years left. Okay. Amani, he's got solid traits, but Jeff Okudah is going to be my guy. Jeff Okudah is going to be my guy. I'm going to put him at cornerback number 1. He got hurt last season. He tore his groin. So he's down for 8 more weeks. But I think, you know, if we allow him to grow in that position, he's going to be a solid number 1 corner for us. He just has to get on the field and get some playing time. Free safety, Deron Harmon, 30 this year, 80 overall. And then we've got Tracy Walker, 26, 74 overall. So there's a lot to upgrade on this team. Again, I'm not going to go too crazy trying to get like the best free agents, but I'm going to find pieces that fit, especially around Jared Goff once we bring him in. Adrian retired, Amendola retired, and Don Malbach retired. 18 years. Wow. The Rams are like, boy, you smoking. That's funny. Just so you know, to make this video, I had to go in a roundabout way of doing it. Madden and EA, you should have a trade override in your game. 2K has it. Most other sports games have it. You should have one. So here's the negotiations so far. Because I had to do a workaround, I did not put the franchise tag on Kenny Golladay. So we're trying to bring him back. Gave him a load. He's got a bag and a half to come back to Detroit. We're looking at a kicker, Greg Zuerlein, and then at free safety, Demarius Randall. All right, Randall's back. Golladay did not accept. Zuerlein is back. Okay, so losing out on Golladay hurts a lot because now we have to get a revamped wide receiving core. So we're going to try to bring back Marvin Jones. D.D. Westbrook would be a perfect slot receiver in our offense. A.J. Green was out there. Put him on the other side with Jones. Should be solid. Brian Winters, an upgrade at right guard. And then Alex Singleton at middle linebacker. We need more depth. I would have to scout some more in the draft to see what's there. But I think these guys will come in and help. Honestly, I think this year's going to be a wash for us. The rebuilding part really will probably come next draft, next offseason. Okay. Winters signs, Marvin Jones signs, Westbrook signs, and A.J. Green signs. Cool. So now we have a solid wide receiving core. All right. So here's a look at the recap. I mean, this draft was a bust for us. I'm going to be real with you. We took Enrique Daly, number 2 overall. He's got normal dev. 90 speed. The route running is the problem. He cannot run a route to save his life. Wow. He's going to need a lot of work. Okay. Well, he's got some good people ahead of him. Then we took Dylan Holmes at guard. Like I said, his traits aren't bad. They're not great, but they're not bad. This is what I really messed up on. Kyle Gregory, middle linebacker from Kansas. He is awful. Great speed. Tackling is trash. Can't get off of blocks. Hit power is not that great. Yeah. Then we took Raymond for the slot. We took a left outside linebacker, a right outside linebacker, a corner. Just not a good draft for us. All right, so midway through this season, we are 3-5, which is a lot better than what I thought we would be. So far, Jared Goff, 1,972 yards, 17 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. He has been sacked 22 times. He's behind a pretty bad offensive line, no cap. Run game, not existent, yo. DeAndre Swift, 389 yards, 2 touchdowns. Kerryon has 178 yards and 2 scores. We might have to upgrade that this year. Wide receiver-wise, Dede, 37 grabs, 578, 10 touchdowns. That's a good look. Marvin Jones, 33 grabs, 434, 5 scores. Enrique, 33 grabs, 250 and a touchdown. TJ has 29, 315 and 2 scores. Who's giving up the most sacks on the offensive line? Jonah. That's what I figured. Defensively, Tavai, 58 tackles, Collins, 45, Justin Coleman, 44, Demarius, 43, and Okuda with 40. That's terrible. That's terrible that the 3 of the top 5, 4 of the top 6, 5 of the top 7 are secondary players, guys. That's got to change. That's that linebacker group. Collins has 6.5 sacks, Trey Flowers 2.5, and Deshaun Hand has 2. Interceptions, only 2 for Walker, 1 for Tavai, 1 for Okuda, and 1 for Amani. All right, we finished 7-9. I'm impressed. That's a lot better than what I thought we were going to do. 7-9 is not bad for this squad. Real talk, because I really thought this team was going to go like 0-16. Okay, Jared Goff, I see you. 3,935 yards, 28 touchdowns, 16 picks, 40 sacks, though, on the ground. DeAndre, I don't know if he's the right guy, man. 223 yards, 223 carries, 753, 6 scores. Kerryon, 364, 4 scores. Okay, Enrique. Okay, Rook. Enrique Daly, 85 catches, 800 yards, 3 touchdowns. Hockenson, 65 grabs, 695 and 5 scores. Jones had 64, 866 and 8 touchdowns. And Dede, 59, 891 and 11. That's good to see. Enrique stepping up. That is good to see. His route running is still trash, though, but those are some big numbers for somebody who was, considered a bust when we drafted him. Defensively, Tavai, 102 tackles, Randall, 93, Collins, 86, Coleman, 85, Harris had 82, Okuda with 82, Amani with 76, Trey Walker with 73. Sack totals, Jamie Collins had 8, Flowers, Akawa had 4, Hand, Bryant. Gotta get those numbers up, man. Gotta get those numbers up. Okuda, way to step up. He had 3 picks this year. He's up to superstar dev. I like it, man. I like it, Jeff. My name's Jeff. Amani had 3. Tracy Walker had 3. We might keep Tracy Walker around here, man. 89 speed, 78 zone. That's not bad. Demarius had 2 and Coleman had 2. So 7-9, man. I'm not upset at that. I am not mad at that at all. All right, so we're sending Justin Coleman to the Bengals for a 3rd-round pick. We got to free up some cap space, man. I need some players in here. And Coleman is one of those guys. He's making like 12 mil. Got to let him go, unfortunately. All right, so we clear up Jesse James's salary, sending him to Arizona for a 4th-round pick. He was making 7 mil. He had 1 year left on his deal. Hockenson is already on the squad. Free up that money, man. We ship out Jamie Collins, send him to New Orleans for a 3rd-round pick. Again, this is just a cap casualty, man. We're trying to get more money to spend in free agency. I'm hoping that there's going to be some good players out here for us. So here's a look at the negotiations so far. Leighton Vander Esch, he would come in and be an immediate impact at middle linebacker. Laken Tomlinson, my thinking with this one is shift him over to the right side of the line. That shores up that right guard position for a year. And then Tyson Bowser, speed rusher off the edge. I believe we're going to stay in the 3-4 defense, so having him as a pass rusher would be a big help. All right, so we got Laken, we got Vander Esch, we got Bowser, and we got our new head coach. Cool. We got Harrison Smith. That secondary looking nice. Defense getting better, too. All right, here's a look at our draft, man. Another whack draft for us, not even going front. Monroe comes in as a 71 overall. Joyner, 71. Sutherland's a 71. Gibson's a 61 at middle linebacker. Dalvin Hall's a 70. The best player we got was Shaq Bullard, the cornerback. He's a 72 overall. Yeah, this was a tough one. All right, let's take a look at the season 3 depth chart. I'm gonna be honest with you. We still need some work. Decker, Jackson, Ragnow, Tomlinson, Cannon on the offensive line. I think that right tackle position, we're going to be hurt a lot. Hawkinson is back. We got Goff under center. DeAndre Swift. This might be DeAndre's last season at running back. I might be looking to upgrade there. Enrique Daly coming along solid, man. He's a 76 overall. Marvin Jones is down to a 76, and D.D. Westbrook's our best wide receiver. We're going to have him in the slot. Defensively, again, I like the moves that we made this offseason, bringing in Bowser. Tavai is back, and then Vander Esch, middle linebacker. He's probably going to lead the team in tackles. We got to shore up that right outside linebacker position. We brought in Hunter Smith, hard-hitting, strong safety, and can make some plays on the back half for us. Defensive line is looking solid still. Damaris Randall, Jeff Okuda. I need a big year from him this year. And then we went with Amani at corner, the other corner. So, I mean, we still have some holes to fill. The problem is we're going to be cap struck for a while, man. Like, there's a couple guys' contracts that I'm probably going to be looking to offload this offseason. Trey Flowers is one, and Taylor Decker might be the other one. Okay, halfway through the season, 3-4. We're in last place in the division, behind the Bears, Vikings, and Green Bay. Oh, man. This offense is bad. This offense is so bad. Goff, 17-14, 10 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, yo. Not going to cut it. Swift, 366 and only 2 touchdowns. Courtney Jenkins, a rookie running back that we signed off to put on the practice squad, has 5 rushing touchdowns. Enrique, 30 grabs, 488, 3 touchdowns. Marvin Jones, 26, 274 and 2 scores. D.D. 25, 341 and 2, and Hawkinson 22, 284 and 1. Jeez, yo, sacks are bad, huh? Marcus Cannon 5 sacks. Vander Esch 61 tackles. Amani has 46. Okuda has 40. Bowser 37. Tavai 34. Harrison has 34. Bullard has 34. Demarius has 32. We gotta get some pass rushers. Bowser, okay, 5 sacks, 2.5, 2 for hand. Flowers has 1.5. What the turnovers looking like? Vander Esch has 2. Amani has 2. Randall has 2. Okuda has 1, and Bullard has 1. This offense, I don't know. We're gonna have to figure out this offense thing because we shouldn't be that bad. I mean, I think the biggest thing with this team right now, man, we need to get some money. We need to get from underneath the salary cap. There are a lot of players on this team when I took over that were getting paid a lot of money, and that's Trey Flowers. I mean, Jared Goff's contract is huge too, and he's not really coming together and doing what we're hoping for him to do. Taylor Decker as well. If we can ship out that money and free up some of this cap space and go out and get some players that can come in and make an immediate impact, we should be okay. Oh my gosh, we finished 5-11, guys. 5-11. We took a huge dip this year. Jared had an awful season. Awful. 30,570 yards, 18 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. Good thing is he was only sacked 27 times this year. On the ground, Swift knocking on the door for 1,000 yards, 903, 3 touchdowns. Jenkins had 9 rushing touchdowns, snaking those. He's snaking them. But DeAndre fumbled the ball 4 times. Wide receiver, Enrique knocking on the door for 1,000 yards. He had 974 and 6 scores. Hawkinson, 789 and 5 scores. Westbrook, 640 and 3 scores. Marvin Jones on his way out probably, 548 and 2 scores. There you go. Vander Esch, 132. Amani, 108. Tavai, 89. Okuda, 88. Harrison had 81. Bowser, 74. Bowser led the team in sacks probably. Yep, 8 sacks. Trey Flowers had 8 as well. Vander Esch had 4. Hand had 3.5. Okora had 3.5. Vander Esch led the team with 2 picks. Okuda had 2. Amani had 2. Randall had 2. And Bullard had 1. All right, I need to see what the salaries are looking like for next year because we could potentially have a lot of money, guys. All right, so we sent Trey Flowers to Jacksonville. with a 6th round pick for Jacksonville's 2nd round pick, freeing up more cap. So we offload Taylor Decker's big contract, and we get San Diego, or the Chargers, the Chargers 2nd round pick and their 6th round pick as well. Again, this is just to free up more cap. Now we got $62.8 million under the cap. Let's go spend some money. All right, so we're trying to make a big splash, man, in free agency this year. We're going after Kareem Hunt at running back. Again, DeAndre Swift just isn't doing it for us. Hopefully Kareem Hunt can come in and be that guy. Rashawn Gary, we're going to move him to right outside linebacker, shoring up that side. Bowser on one side, then you got Tavai and Van Der Esch up the middle. Gary would be a great pass rusher on the outside. And then David DeCastro, my thought is move him to left tackle. He could play left tackle, great blocking traits, could protect Goff's blind side. So that's what we're looking at right now, spending a lot of money on these 3 guys, but we need to. DeCastro rejected us, Hunt accepted, and Rashawn Gary rejected us. All right. Let's make some trades here. All right, going into season 4, man, this team has gotten better on offense. I'll say that. Jared Goff, last year, his contract, he's got to show me something, man. He's got to do something this year. We picked up Kareem Hunt to be our number 1 running back. DeAndre Swift would be 2, of course. We made a big trade, picked up Chase Claypool to be our number 1 wide receiver. Enrique Daly would be number 2. And he's coming along quite nice. Marvin Jones is still around. Tight end Hawkinson. The offensive line got better. Garrett Bowles, Jonah Jackson, Ragnow, Laken Tomlinson, and then we picked up Rob Havenstein. So the offensive line is cool. Defensive line needs some work still. Romeo's here. We picked up Zach Allen, Deshaun Hand. I like the linebacker core we've got now. Bowser's back. Van Der Esch and Tavai. And then we picked up Josh Sweat to be the pass rusher on the other side. Corners, probably going to need a corner at some point. Okuda, Awari. Yeah, secondary needs some work for sure. No kicker, no punter. Jesus. Oh my God. This team is trash, man. This team is terrible. 3-4. Come on, man. I done got him some weapons and everything. 16-9. Oh my God. I mean, he's doing fine. It might be the defense. All right, so here's a look at the stats. Jared is having a solid year. 1690, 16 touchdowns, 1 interception on the year. That's really good. Kareem Hunt comes in 552 yards, 4 touchdowns. This is what we're looking for in our running backs. Claypool, I think Claypool's going to have a breakout year, man. 37 grabs, 460, 3 touchdowns. Hawkinson, 28, 291 and 2. Daly, 25, 233 and 3. And then Randy Raymond, 24, 337 and 4. Is the defense the problem? Because, I mean, 16-1 is not bad. Okuda's got 43 tackles, 41, 38 for Tavai, 38 for Van Der Esch. Yeah, it's the defense. Okay, defense is the problem. We finished 6-10. This team, trash, bro. 38, 33, 29 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. Probably his best stats since he's been here. Kareem went for 1250 and 10. Offense looks great. I mean, Claypool over 1,100 yards. I'm not mad at that. 8 touchdowns. Van Der Esch 117. Tavai with 91. No QB pressure. 6.5 sacks. And no turnovers. 3 interceptions. Okay. Well, we got money. All right, man. This is our 5th and final season. It's been a struggle. I'm not even going to front. You guys are probably seeing like a 20-minute video. In all actuality, I've been recording for 3.5 hours trying to make something of this team. It's been tough, man. It's been tough. I think this is probably the best team that we've had since the start of this. Do we make the playoffs? I would hope so, but I don't know. I really don't know. Okay, we got a winning record, y'all. 4-3. Not quite where I want us to be, but we're getting there. Okay, Jared, I see you. Jared's got 1,864 yards, 18 touchdowns, 4 interceptions halfway through the season. Ground game, Kareem Hunt doing his thing, 606, 5 scores. Hockenson leads the team with 43 catches for 457 and 6 scores. Enrique, 31, 298 and 2 scores. Chase, got to step your game up, man. 28, 363 and 3. And KJ Hamler, we just picked him up in free agency, 26, 392 and 2. Let's go. Isaiah Simmons steps in, got 51 tackles on the year. Amani has 40, Akuda 33, Tavai has 32, Harrison has 31, Van Der Esch has 30, Redwine has 29, Damon Arnett, our nickel corner now, 29, and Josh Sweat has 23. Isaiah Simmons leads the team with 3 sacks. Deshaun Hand has 3. Akawa has 2.5. Josh Sweat has 1.5. Morales has 1. Sutherland has 1. And 1 interception for Simmons, Tavai, Amani, Akuda, and Smith. I mean, 4-3 is not bad. I would love to see us get we got the 14th ranked offense, and we didn't make the playoffs. Wow. Are you kidding me, man? 6-10 again. This team is cursed, bro. This team is cursed. This was by far the hardest rebuild I've done. I feel like this team, in all actuality, is pretty good. I just don't know what the problem is. Jared Goff, 3,857 yards, 34 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. Kareem Hunt, almost another 1,200-yard season, 13 touchdowns. Hockenson goes over 1,000 yards with 98 grabs. Daly, 69 grabs, 637 to 6 scores. Claypool had a down year. 60 catches, 750 yards, 4 scores. KJ Hamler is a dog. It's 57 catches, 782 and 9 touchdowns. Havenstein gave up 13 sacks. Wow. Isaiah steps in, has 126 tackles. Van Der Esch has 85. 5.5 sacks. We brought no QB pressure. No QB pressure. And we only had a handful of, man, wow. That's crazy. This team is cursed, man. I'm sorry, Detroit fans. I really tried, man. I mean, if you look at our overall, it's an 85 overall, 87 offense, 83 on defense. A few takeaways after doing this. I'm not sure if Jared Goff is the guy for the Detroit Lions, at least in Madden. He did put up some big numbers for us, but when you let go of a guy like Stafford, who has got a cannon for an arm, it's tough. It's tough to replace that. And Goff is more of a underneath type of guy. He throws the ball, short routes, medium routes, but the deep ball really isn't there for him. So, I made a couple mistakes letting Galladay walk. But at the same time, I got rid of a lot of big contracts that the Lions gave, like Trey Flowers, the left tackle that we had. There were a lot of bad contracts on this team. It's hard. This rebuild was tough, bro. This rebuild was tough. So down in the comments, let me know, what would you have done different? Who would you have tried to go after? Who would you have added? And also, what do you think about this Goff and Stafford trade? I'm interested to see what you guys think, man. But I appreciate you guys taking out the time to watch. But I appreciate you guys watching. If you enjoyed it, make sure you smash that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're brand new. Don't forget to ring that bell. Join the Noti Squad. And make sure you guys hit all those links down in my description. Follow your boy on Facebook, Twitter, and IG. And come through and join the Discord fan for exclusive content. And we'll talk in the next one, man. Hopefully, we can get a Super Bowl in our next rebuild. I mean, come on. These are 2 Madden rebuilds. I haven't won a Super Bowl yet. I need to step this game. We need to step our rebuild game up, man. Have a great day, guys. 2 fingers in the air. Peace.